So the EP is called the concept is space opera, and uh, I'm said in my previous segment or in the earlier part of the segment that I was a classical singer. I am a classical singer. I was a trained professional singer, and so I don't know. I mean, I would have done it anyway, I suppose. But since I have the background in it, I just wanted to lean into those vibes. I wanted to have a human voice of some kind, and I wanted to have like orchestral instruments. And I couldn't help being influenced by the Fifth Element, kind of chasing that the alien singer doing the impossible aria. So, and then the 808s, and then the back half ones. So I'm actually really big on those kickbacks. Like whenever a plugin is ringing out longer than it ought to in a way that one might normally clean up, I really lean into those moments because those are usually super weird sounds and like sounds you wouldn't really be able to make on purpose. So I mean that influences my production a lot. Like anything that happens by accident that sounds great, I tend, instead of just being like that's not what I meant to do, I tend to like really focus on those things and accent them. So here again. Those like feedback moments, and those come from I had all this processing on the group, but it was too much for the Zoom. So that comes from, but so I put it on each of the tracks and then froze it. A lot of that comes from Rift, which is a pretty cool, new, relatively new saturation distortion plugin. And Polysaturator is for just bringing up one of the harmonics, I think. These aren't my typical drum processing here, but this is it's a like a partially stereo unlinked glue compressor. Or I'll have no processing and let it hard clip at the master, which is a whole other conversation. I know that's unconventional. So the instrument bus, quote unquote, this is my projects are structured such that there's various groups. My default template has an arrangement of these that's similar to this, but I freely exchange them as I work on a project. And everything but the drums run to a sum channel here, which means like everything but the drums is being. I basically mostly only use this track for ducking, so everything's being ducked under the kick and the snare via this sum